Well, howdy, nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day with a hamster. Hamster in my pocket, little Gojira. She is being very active. I looked down into her cage because I heard movement and stuff, but there was no hamster. And so I just kept looking until I noticed where the bedding was moving. And then I touched the bedding, and then just this nose came up out of the bedding. And then it was quickly followed by the rest of the hamster. Good old Gojira. She is such a sweetheart. She is a good hamster. I am sorry that she lives so quickly, because hamsters only live like 2 years. But she's a good little hamatron. She's a sweetheart. I love her a lot. So I'm going to put her back. Here we go. You can dig around again. Yay! Make sure I'm centered here. Very, very good. Definitely a thumbs up. Yesterday was hot. Oh my gosh, cool times are over in Shelton. The summertime heat is finally here. Oh boy, I gotta turn my fan on when I'm not recording, because I didn't in the first part of the day yesterday. So yesterday afternoon, it was hot up here. So, hokey smokes, I gotta make sure to not do that again. And then last night, 1:30 in the morning, awake with a sudden anxiety because of the heat. Just awake, oh my god, it's so hot I can't sleep, anxiety. So, that was fun. Second night in a row. So here's hoping that gets better. I mean, it's not with the heat, but here's hoping my reactions to it will get better. Here's hoping. Oh gosh, and then I was just going to say something about my appearance or my hair or my sleep apnea mask or some such. I cannot remember. So instead, I'll talk about yesterday I had mentioned that it was a baby spider day. How I'd found on the edge of my mason jar down on the floor there was a hamster, a baby spider. And then on the edge of my desk there, another spider. And then something else had happened where there was another spider. But then during my video, while I was editing and such, there was 4 times 2 spiders came down on webs through the picture and then back up again, all through this area. The thing is, spiders have really, really good vision. I mean, they have excellent vision. They can see like as good as we can, depending on the species. Because some of them can see like across rivers and stuff because they've got to set up their webs. And so they've got good vision. With the light up above me, it has if you've got lights in your room, you know, especially older places, they're like glass covers that go over the bare bulbs on the ceiling, because otherwise, you know, they're just bare bulbs. And then there's an attachment so you can put like a smoked glass thing there to lessen the harsh light. That's what there is in this room. Spiders love dangling off that, and it's a perfect place for it, because especially with this chair here, the hamster cage right next to me, back there's the heater, and there's the easel. That's a perfect place from light on down. Make a web. I mean, it's perfect. I fully understand why spiders do that. It's perfect. There's no traffic of bugs through here. I mean, there is at night because I keep the window open. And I have a light in here. I have a little light down on the floor over there that I turn on during the nighttime. So instead of the big light there with the huge big beacon and the big wide window, even with the little light there, though, by the time it gets to be 11 o'clock at night, I have got like 5, 6, 7 or more crane flies on the walls. And so there's a lot of bugs, a lot of spiders, which is okay. Definitely a thumbs up. I can't have a screen or the cat wouldn't be able to go in and out the window. And that's her way of getting in and out in the house to go to the bathroom. So it's important that she be able to do that. Definitely a thumbs up. I also went walkies last night, just a short walkies, did not go to Walmart, but about 10 o'clock I took a walk around town. I got to go talk to the post office again. where I got an email from someone. They had sent a package. It was set as for them. They got notice that it was delivered on the 21st of May. I never got a notice. I never got told about it. But I've had that happen before. Somebody had a package. I got their notice in my box. So when I turned everything back in and went, this isn't mine, they went back and they said, oh, look, this is yours. There was no note on it. It was just sitting on the shelf. So if I hadn't showed up there at that time and they hadn't gone back, it would have been returned as undeliverable. So that's at least one case. Another one here. No notice that this package had showed up. Nothing. So after the 21st, what are the odds that it's still there in June? On today, the 11th or 12th? I can't even remember what day it is. What is it? It's the 12th? The odds are not good. So I got to go and talk to them because this is going to be returned as undeliverable. And it was delivered, it's just, it was undeliverable because they forgot to tell me it was there. Frequent meth breaks here at the post office in Shelton, Washington. That's all I can imagine. Ugh, it's a mess. Thumbs up for that. Weirdly, for the past year and some, I've had to deal with my computer making noise with just this loose ball bearings or the fan or some such. And then it just got so bad. I actually had to lay my computer on its side to make the sound stop. And then after a day or two, it started doing it again, so I had to bring it back up upright. It has been silent since I brought it back upright again. It has made zero noise. It has been quiet. How on earth does setting it on its side make it be quiet like that? I have no ideas, but it has, so thumbs up for that. And again, of course, my vlogging in the morning like this, thank you so much for coming along to watch. It is appreciated, but except for periodically, I do not have any set thing to talk about. It's all just rambling. It's random, whatever bubbles up from my subconscious that I'm here and talking about and then suddenly start to talk about. Because I have to bubble sort my brain. I'm a talker, been a talker my whole life. If I cannot talk things out, then my brain does not function. And so thank you so very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration where I just talk, where whatever happens to bubble up out of the depths of my brain, thank you so much. I know 90% of everything I yammer about is dull and boring. My life is dull and boring. I'm dull and boring. But thank you so very much for coming along with me as I ramble about dull and boring things. Gotta love that. Clearing the throat. So yes, I did not do much past just be too warm. I fell asleep, of course, in here during the afternoon, which was okay because Sunday I got so irate at things and the way things happened, I just did 2 videos. So the next day, I just did another 2 because only having 2 videos throws my schedule off. I like to have, if I'm doing game videos, I like to end a game video and start a game video because each of my game videos now has 2 parts to it. So it ends and starts a new one, overlaps like this, where it's always end, start, end, start. And so there's an overlap of one thing ends, one thing starts, and that thumbs up for that. But by taking that day off, it would have been start, end. And I was like, oh, that's not good. So I had to take the next day off. And so there were only 2 videos. Now yesterday, with all the videos I had done, I didn't record it all yesterday. I'd done my recording the day prior and then did the editing, and it was, I just took the day off, basically. Got stuff done, but I mean, I think I recorded in the morning, to be honest. I can't even remember now. That's good old fibromyalgia, depression, brain damage from alcoholism, and more. My memory is so rough, even things. Now, with memories of my marriage with my wife. When I got married in 2002 and my wife died in 2014, I have memories of doing things during that time that are so, everything has been so messed up in my head because of my depression and my brain damage from my alcoholism that it's conflated, it's tied up with other memories where I can think about something that happened 10 years ago and it's wrapped up so that it, like, physically I remember it as happening in the house I grew up in that I moved out of when I was like 26. I graduated high school, went to the Air Force, came back. My parents said, you can stay here until X period of time. And so I stayed with them for a couple years and getting my feet underneath me before I moved out in 1989. So it was a 3-year period I lived with my parents during that. Because of that, in 1989, it's still all wrapped up by living in that house with like memories of my wife and memories of stuff that I did with my channel. I remember doing it in the house that I haven't been in for 30 plus years, which doesn't happen. So memory is weird, especially since your memories are not really memories. They're memories of a memory. Every time you think of your memory, it gets altered a little bit. And it gets, that new thing is stored in place of the original memory. So all of your memories are slowly changing through time. Compression. Your body and your brain does compression of memories. Thumbs up for that. Hopefully I'm going to get some writing done today. Yesterday was just with the heat. I just had no energy, which again is my biggest issue. I have so little energy because of my fibro. My rechargeable batteries only charge up maybe 50% during the nighttime, whereas for someone with no chronic issues, you charge up to 100%. That's nice. I wish I could do that anymore. Life is life, though. And of course, just as a random thing, way back when, years and years and years ago, I played the game Dead Island, which had an amazing trailer. No way the game could have ever held up to it, and didn't. But it was still a fun game if you could forget the trailer and all that. But it had slow progression. You're fighting zombies, and as you come across the various things, they're presented as mini-boss challenges. So there's the big bloated drowned ones that are awful, and there's ones that'll explode, and then there's one that has, like, its hands are rotted off, but it uses just the bones from its arms to stab at you. And these are all heavy-duty boss-like things when you first come across them. I've been playing the sequel, which is Dead Island Riptide, which is, I don't know if it's a retelling or a different telling or just an immediate sequel, which I think that is, because, yeah, it seems to take place immediately after the first one. But because it's the sequel, they throw you into all those little mini-boss things, and they're no longer really mini-bosses. So you're coming up across these things really fast, really hard, and they're just, hey, it's another encounter, not a heavy-duty thing. So they nerfed those, and they really changed the death system. I mean, the death system before was kind of weird. It's like, hey, how are you supposed to continue when you've been torn apart and eaten by zombies? But there's a way they do that. In this one, I've played it, and it achieves those points of it's really stupid. Because they'll throw you into like an arena where you've got a one big boss type and a bunch of little others, and the only way to get involved with this is to jump into this tiny area. You're gonna die a lot, and when you do, you respawn 7 seconds later, a little bit back further. So there's bullet sponge bosses. Bullet sponge, you don't have bullets, but they're massive damage sponge bosses. You're gonna die over and over again. They should have just changed the mechanics so that it wasn't just constant death, so that you're just going, okay, this is try number 7. I've already lost $600. Here we go. Instead of making it an actual thing where you didn't have to just go, well, here we go. I'm whittling down the health bar. Wee, try number 9. Wee, try number 10. Wee, oh, I finally knocked the health bar down far enough. So kind of irritating that way. And I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments in my community tab, and I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. I am not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read them afterward. Thumbs up each one I do, but for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left me a comment. If I mispronounce the username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. We're just not good at that. And it's a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand with my fibro and depression, I'm lucky I can remember that my name is not Reginald P. Farquhar. I'm amazed I can actually say that properly now. First time I started doing that, it took me forever to get it right. Adrian Bryant, thumbs up and thank you. JC, greatly appreciated. And Maddie Thornton, thumbs up. I'm Guillermo Sogstatlingas. I'm nowhere close, but again, thank you so very much for continuing to watch and comment. Max the homie, greatly appreciated. Tetsuya, coming to appreciate seeing you in the comments as well. Tyler Elliott, greatly appreciated. Cheesecake lasagna, a heck of a lasagna. Kathy Kits Cat, greatly appreciated. XL Cyan, I hope I'm close, thank you very much. Skadin, get this off my screen, how about that? Marley Kashiro, greatly appreciated. Abe Arslan, thumbs up and thank you. Confused Owl, 29, greatly appreciated. A Numb Guy, a lot of people are. Batman Big Fan, thumbs up and thank you. Good to know that people are good. XD Drop, thumbs up and thank you. Hi Mista, greatly appreciated. Faith Sriracha, son of a gun, heck of a name. Omar Ahmed, thumbs up and thank you. Underscore Cherry, greatly appreciated. Candon Leakness, thumbs up and thank you. Then we have Russian Timing, greatly appreciated. Comment Section God, heck of a name. And last but not least, Nicholas Topolilo. I know we're close, but thank you very, very much. Each and every one of you. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Thank you so very much. It is appreciated. Definitely a thumbs up. And of course, if you can check out my various links down below in the show more. Excuse me. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, NearlySeniorCitizen.com. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I take all good wishes and I deposit them in the bank of my heart where I draw interest, so thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. And if you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool, greatly appreciated, and make sure to hit that bell, because otherwise YouTube is not going to let you know when my videos come out. That would be very cool, greatly appreciated. I would understand if you did not wish to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Which will hopefully be a very long time from now and not like next Tuesday. Because that would be bad. That would suck. I want time to go on for a very long time. Conceivably, even after my death. How about that? I don't wish the destruction of all that lives just because I'm going to perish. I mean, that's kind of petty, isn't it? I think so. Well, I got this video, in case you didn't notice. Got another video, got another video, got another video that I got to work on. It's actually a 3-part walkies video. Huh. So very, very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. Got to stay busy even in the heat. Still got phone calls to make. Still got to walk down and talk to the post office about that issue. So crush their testicles if they have them. If not, I guess crush their ovaries. I mean, I don't want to let anyone out, but crushing any sort of gonad type organ would not be nice. No crushing of anybody's organs. That's a bad thing. So you take care. Excuse me. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that is a very good thing, even if you have to clear your throat to the annoyance of yourself.